What's up guys, Sal here. So a lot of people are enjoying their Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's literally the best phone in the market right now that offers the best camera, the latest features, and even a built-in S Pen functionality. However, there's a concern among the European users that they got an inferior S22 Ultra yet again despite getting the AMD GPU. Well, we've got 3 different Exynos vs Snapdragon tests of the S22 Ultra from 3 different reviewers that certainly deserve your attention. First of all, XDA did a test of these 2 variants and called the Exynos 2200 experience an almost equivalent of using a budget device, with everything taking a second longer than expected from a top-tier flagship. They showed Geekbench scores where there is a massive difference. The difference in power consumption is also massive, and the app opening times indicate the Snapdragon S22 Ultra is miles ahead of its Exynos counterpart. They also showed a video to back this claim. You see, I can say this with 100% certainty that this Exynos unit XDA got was defective. How can I say this? Well, A, common sense, and B, we have another comparison video of the Exynos and Snapdragon from Golden Reviewer, who has been testing both these variants for a while now. In his test, first in Geekbench, the Exynos 2200 actually scored higher than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 on the S22 Ultra, which is totally opposite of what XDA got. XDA also showed the app opening speed where the Exynos was a second or 2 slower than Snapdragon. But Golden Reviewer showed in a speed test that the Exynos opened apps nearly identical to the Snapdragon S22 Ultra. The only area where the Exynos fell behind was in editing while exporting the video, but there is a reason for that which I'll talk about in a minute. In the Genshin Impact game video, the Exynos and Snapdragon performed nearly identical. The Exynos got an average frame rate of 30 while it's 32 on the Snapdragon. But the power consumption on the Exynos was lower than Snapdragon, which means while playing this game, the Exynos drained less battery than its counterpart. In the third video from Bored at Work, where he did a camera comparison between the 2 S22 Ultra variants, you can see both of them perform nearly identical to each other, with some photos looking good on the Exynos while some others on the Snapdragon. But for the most part, they took almost the same photos. In the low light video, you can again see both of them are nearly identical, although I prefer the video quality of the Exynos because of its sharpness and it made the sky look black. But what I didn't like is the stabilization on the Exynos. Maybe they can fix it with an update, or maybe not, we'll have to wait and see. But it's worth mentioning that some of the popular games for the Exynos and AMD GPU are not optimized just yet. I mean, games like PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty won't let you play the game in ultra high settings on the Exynos. And like I've said, the AMD GPU is new and these games are yet to be optimized for the chipset, which I'm sure they will in the coming weeks or months, but right now you're not gonna get the best gaming experience with some of these titles. Basically what I'm saying is you're not gonna notice the performance difference in day-to-day life with these 2 variants. A lot of people are writing the Exynos and AMD off based on a handful of faulty units, which is not at all true. Besides, Samsung is fully aware that some are experiencing this and they will issue a big firmware update that not only solves the problem but also will enhance the performance of the Exynos 2200. Of course, let me know what do you think about this down in the comments, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.